If you get sunburns like I do, this could change everything for you. So sunburns are actually caused by UV radiation damaging the skin at a cellular level. And this triggers a strong inflammatory response from the body. That's what will create the redness and heat and discomfort for us. Now, essential oils like lavender and frankincense don't necessarily reverse that UV damage, but they can help support the skin during that inflammatory phase. And like I said before, lavender is often used for irritated or burned skin because of its calming and skin-soothing properties. And frankincense has been traditionally used for its ability to help modulate inflammation and support tissue repair. So in this blend, we're really focusing on helping the skin feel calmer and supporting the body as it heals. I'm extremely fair-skinned, and if I'm in the sun for too long, it's pretty much a guarantee that I'm going to burn. And I'm not saying like a little light sunburn. It's going to be painful, can't sleep, lobster red kind of sunburn. And the real bummer is that I don't even tan. I just go from beet red to pale white again, and I'm ready for the next sunburn. I've mitigated that over my life with sunscreen and long sleeve shirts and staying out of the sun in the shade as much as possible. But a couple of years ago, I discovered something that changed everything for me. I was at a conference in Missouri in late spring, and we had a booth. We were teaching people about herbs, and it was a really long day out in the sun, and I forgot to bring my sunscreen. So by the time I got to the hotel room that night, I could feel it. The skin was tight, it was hot, it was starting to turn a little red, and I knew that this was going to be a really, really bad burn. And unfortunately, we were staying in a really small town and all the stores were closed. And like a genius, not only did I forget the sunscreen, but I also forgot the aloe vera gel. So I didn't have anything to treat this with. So when I got to the hotel room, I grabbed some hand towels, got cold, wet water and put it on the burns. And like a good little herbalist, I went to my bags and started rummaging through to see if there's anything I had that would help. And I found a bottle of lavender essential oil and a bottle of frankincense essential oil, as well as some carrier oil that I had. And lavender essential oil is pretty well known as a good skin oil, particularly for burns. So that seemed like a good idea. And frankincense has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, so I thought that could be helpful as well. So I grabbed a little cup and threw in the oils and applied it to the areas that felt like the burns were setting in. And then I made another batch to set by my nightstand so that when I woke up throughout the night, I could reapply. And the oils felt really soothing and nice. I wasn't sure if it would actually help the burn, but it certainly felt better. And as I reapplied it through the night, it made it so that it didn't hurt and I could sleep. So that was definitely a benefit. But when I woke up the next morning, there was no burn. It wasn't hot, it wasn't tight, it wasn't red, it just looked normal to me. And I thought, well, maybe it was a fluke. I don't know. That seems pretty crazy for it not to be there. Maybe I didn't burn, maybe I was just lucky. So we went to the conference, and a couple hours into the day, I started feeling some tightness and pain in my lower neck area. And I was suspicious that maybe I did burn back there and I just can't see it. So I had my husband look, and sure enough, he could see a sunburn. But the interesting thing is that there were white marks from my fingers where I did reach and redness around those. So where I actually touched with the oil did not burn. It was just out of reach where the burn set. So that told me that maybe this wasn't a fluke. So I've tried this a couple of times since then, and it works for me really well. I've also had other folks try it, and it seems to work for them too. So I want to show you how to do this. So this is the recipe I use. I take a teaspoon of carrier oil, like olive oil or fractionated coconut or sweet almond. I've tried all of those. They work great. So you take a teaspoon of that, and then 5 drops of lavender oil, 5 drops of frankincense oil, and as an option, you can also add in a drop of peppermint oil. Now, I don't add the peppermint oil if it's a sunburn on my face because it can be really irritating to the eyes. But if it's on your arms or somewhere else on your body, the peppermint is also very soothing and helpful. So let's talk about dilution rates for a minute. In this recipe, I'm using a 5% dilution rate for the lavender and frankincense. And that's a little on the higher end of what people typically use. But in this case, I'm addressing an acute short-term issue, so a stronger dilution is appropriate. Now, that said, if you're someone who has sensitive skin, or if you tend to react to essential oils, it might be a good idea to start with a lower dilution and see how your body responds to that. A 5% dilution is what has worked well for me for my sunburns, but again, if you want to start lower, that's absolutely your call to make. Now, when we talk about dilution rates, we're simply describing how much essential oil there is in relation to the carrier oil in our final mixture. And essential oils are highly concentrated, so they're almost always diluted before being applied to our skin. A higher percentage in a dilution rate means a stronger preparation, while a lower percentage is more gentle and better suited for frequent or widespread use. Now, an easy way to remember dilution rates is this. 1 drop of essential oil in 1 teaspoon of carrier oil is about a 1% dilution. So let's say 5 drops of essential oil in a teaspoon of carrier oil would be a 5% dilution, and 10 drops in a teaspoon would then be a 10%. So you get the idea. Now, one other thought for you before we jump into making this recipe. Whenever you're trying a new blend of essential oils or a new oil, it's always a good idea to do a small patch test first before you do a full application. So to do that, you'll just apply a small amount of oil to a little area of your skin and wait about 24 hours to make sure you don't have any sort of reaction to it. So that's the recipe. Let's make some. Now, I am going to use a tablespoon instead of a teaspoon, so I'm making a larger batch this time. And we know that there's 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, so I'm essentially tripling our recipe. So we're going to do a tablespoon of the carrier oil. And again, you can use whatever carrier oil you have on hand as far as like olive oil or fractionated coconut or sweet almond. I wouldn't use a heavier oil like castor oil or something like that, but the lighter oils are good. So I added a tablespoon of that. Now I'm going to add 15 drops of the lavender oil. Come on. That was 16, but that's okay. Close enough. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and add some peppermint oil into this one. Again, I won't use this one on my face. We have it. Now you can make larger batches of this and put it in a container and have it ready for next time you get a sunburn. I like to make large batches of it. But make sure you store it in a glass container, keep it out of light. And there we have it. So I would mark this bottle. I always mark my blends, so I'll put a sticker on here and write something like after sun oil. And I'll also include that I put peppermint in this one so it's not for the face. And that's all there is to it. So now you have your oil blend. Let's talk about how you'll use this. I have really 3 steps that I use when I'm treating a sunburn. First, I like to get cold on it to help draw down the heat. So I'll grab a towel and get it cold and wet and apply it to the burned area. Then I just take the oil blend, apply it directly to the skin. And finally, I'll repeat that process frequently, especially in the first 24 hours or so. It seems like frequency really helps. Now, one final thought, I have found that the sooner I do this, the better my results are. So as soon as I think that I'm burnt, I'll get inside, cool it down, get this oil on it, keep it on, and that's how I found the best results. Now, jump in the comment section. I would love to hear what your sunburn solutions are, and I'll be looking through and reading those. Also, if you try this blend, go ahead and drop a comment. I want to hear how it worked for you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share it with your fair-skinned friends. I'm sure they'll appreciate that. I'm Lucy Walker from the HomeGrown Herbalist School of Botanical Medicine. Thanks for watching.